Hi, I'm Wes from J&W Sports and Apparel. What we try to do before we do story time, we try to ask questions for the players. And finally, I got Rennie Curran to actually do our questions. All right, Rennie, who is your favorite sports hero?
Man, I got a lot. I mean, of course, if you're talking about just as far as what they do off the field, you know, you got Muhammad Ali, you got, I mean, there's so many, Jesse Owens, who paved the way for guys like myself, who use their platforms for something great, man. So those are my sports heroes. And then more as it relates to my career, a guy by the name of Jesse Tuggle was one of my sports heroes.
Jesse, yes, Atlanta Falcons, yes, sir.
Yeah. So about my junior year in high school, I was hearing the chirps that I was undersized, and you know, people wondering if I could ever, if I was going to be able to play at Georgia and in the SEC, and if I was tall enough to take on those big offensive linemen. Yeah, around that same time is when I met Jesse Tuggle, and he really just poured into me, inspired me, man. And I'll go over to his house, he put on his film, and I'll just be like, man, Jesse, you think I can do it? And by then he had been 14 years in the NFL. He's like, man, I'm telling you, you got what it takes. And just by having him in my life, man, it just inspired me and made me believe that my dream could come true. So, and we still talk to this day.
That's awesome.
So, yeah.
What made football fun for you?
I mean, honestly, man, I think the biggest thing that made it fun for me was the fact that I was the only boy, the youngest, and I finally had brothers, you know. And just that feeling that you get when you strap up, man, and you're getting ready for game day, and that adrenaline rush before you get your first hit or before you make your first run. Yeah, those are things that you miss when it's all done. Because, I mean, you really don't get that feeling outside of being on the football field. Like, I'll never be able to hit somebody again full speed, you know, not without getting arrested or something.
Exactly.
So,
Quentin Banks said the same thing. That's what Quentin said the last time he was here.
So I love most.
What was your favorite song getting ready for a game?
Man, there were tons of songs. I mean, being born and raised in Atlanta, I had to go with some Outkast, Young Jeezy. I was always playing that, man. We'd be on the bus. I had my headphones on. iPods had just come out. So yeah, we'd be rolling to the stadium, and then before we get to the dog walk, that was, you know, it was usually a Young Jeezy track.
Well, here's the next one. What's the song you listen to before the games? That was it, right?
Yeah, definitely a Young Jeezy track. Yeah, I ain't gonna quote it because it's got got me hyped.
Now I think it was vice versa. That Big Max loved him some vice. Oh, you gotta have some vice versa.
Yeah, vice versa.
Yeah. Okay, what hobbies do you have outside of sports? Go ahead and tell them what your hobbies are.
Oh yeah, man, music. Everybody knows music is my thing, man. I grew up playing the piano, the drums. I was one of the few athletes that played in the orchestra, played the viola, and yeah, it's just been a big part of my life, man. Still do it to this day.
Yeah, and plus, he's a great motivational speaker. Would you like?
Well, yeah, that is well too. Now I'm a full-time keynote speaker and do professional development training, executive coaching, everything. So just been building that, and I approach it the same way I did with football.
We actually met a girl last weekend that heard him speak.
Oh yeah, she wanted to meet you.
Yeah,
but
she came in here.
She's fixing to go to Alabama, and I said, "You're from Alabama," and she goes, "Yeah, but I love Rennie when he comes to do a speech."
Yeah, no, that's cool. That's cool. I've been all over the state, man. Speaking, it's been a blessing. Yeah.
And the next one, what is your favorite memories of college football?
Man, once again, just being with the brothers, man. Like, you know, that's why I'm here today, supporting my brother DeAngelo. And you know, when you go through things with guys, you're up 4 a.m. We were joking about it last time, going through mat drills and just all those memories, all those times where your back's against the wall, and you look across from you, you got a guy that you know is fighting for you, and you're gonna fight for him. It creates a special bond that like is unbreakable. And so that's the memories I have the most, man. It's just all the, you know, things we went through together, man. How crucial that time was in our lives. We're all trying to achieve our dreams. Where a lot of us are the first in our families to even be there. Like for me, I was first in my entire family's generation to be in that position, with my family being from Liberia. So like, yeah, it's everything matters when you're in that position, and you know, it helps when you have brothers like that you can lean on, and you guys fight through everything together. Yeah, that's the best part about it.
One thing that I can say about this guy, he's a great motivational speaker, and he talks from the heart. A lot of stuff that he does, and if you guys reach out to your website in case they need something.
I appreciate it, man. If anybody out there, you're a CEO of a company or a principal at a school, you can go to my website, renniecurran.com. Love coming out, whether it's doing a motivational talk or a leadership retreat or workshop. I'm always here, and I'll be around if you guys ever need me. Speak on leadership, team building, and then also just overall performance. And I use the same principles that really help me and help my teammates, to achieve the highest level. So yeah.
And one thing that I liked about you, Kirby Smart reached out to you, and actually I think a lot of the players said that you came and talked to them.
Yeah.
So you motivation speak for the University of Georgia guys, the young guys, letting them know what the NFL. I mean, that's so great of you, man. You're giving back to these young kids, and you've been in the NFL. You know what they're going to go through when they make it.
Yeah, and I'm just doing what was done for me, man. Like honestly, I tell guys all the time. I had Thomas Davis, I had Hines Ward, Ray Lewis. I already mentioned Jesse, but just guys who, they just for whatever reason, man, just showed me the ropes. They poured into me. Like my first NFL game was the Carolina Panthers, and I didn't just go to the game. Like I got to go in the locker room afterwards with Thomas. He took me to his house afterwards, and I didn't have anything back then. Broke college kid, and we're walking through his house, and I'll never forget. He pulls out a black garbage bag and gives me like 30 pairs of shoes. Nikes, J's, it was crazy. It was about three months before I became a father, so it just meant like the world to me, man. So I try to just do the same thing.
One thing I can say, your daughter looks just like you in all the videos. If you want to check him out, he's got an Instagram, and you need to see him and his daughter do a little dance and get ready in the gym.
Hey, Jeremy Nick said, who's the toughest NFL quarterback he's faced?
Toughest NFL quarterback. I don't want to talk about Tebow. he's up there. But now, man, played against a lot of amazing quarterbacks during my time. Tebow is definitely, I got to give him his respect. He's just like playing the tight end.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't just about him, but the guys who he played around. Like he had the Pouncey twins. He had Percy Harvin. So if you're not chasing him, you're chasing Percy Harvin. And then Louis Murphy. Aaron Hernandez. So many great players. And besides him, man, who else did I play against? I got to be on the same field with some amazing Peyton.
Oh yeah, Peyton. That's our favorite player.
Yeah, Donovan McNabb. These guys are serious. Serious. Got to play with Vince Young. So it's.
Thomas Flowers called me the other day. What's the lips mean?
Oh, there's I don't even honestly know. I ain't gonna lie.
It's deep. He said it's about defense. He'll know.
Yeah, I just see it's like any one of those.
Yeah, they'll go up to this.
Right.
He said. When
that's a young guy thing. I'm an old head now.
Yeah, he said hit Rennie up. Said you know what lips is? It's defense.
Yeah.
I think it was Van Gordon.
Oh, the lips. Yeah. That was the Van Gordon thing for sure. Yeah. So lips is like that big stick, that big play. It's been a long time. But yeah, we used to get the lips like that'd be one of our awards. Like we got the dog bones.
Yeah, that's what he was telling me.
Get the lips, like we had the lip board. I forgot we even did all that.
Yeah, he said tell my boy Rennie about the lips.
Yeah. That's when you smack somebody. Blue eye hit. So got a couple of those.
Another story that we all laughed about. One of your hyped up coaches told you to slap him.
Oh yeah.
We laughed so hard.
Oh, Thomas told that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was Coach T. So I forget which game it was, man. But we used to go to Lake Lanier night before to the resorts out there, and we do dinner and everything. We have a team meeting, and this is where we're looking at the last bit of film to prepare for that next day. So we're going over our checks. We're making sure we're locked in. And then after that, all the coaches will usually leave, and it's just the players. And so this particular night, Coach T, he stays in, and Coach T at this time, he's like our hype man, and just always wants to do something crazy to set the tone. And so he brings me up in front of everybody, and he's giving us a talk, and he's getting fired up, and he brings me up, and he's like, "I want you to hit me." just like this, and I'm looking at him like he don't really want me to hit him. And and then I just kind of like I'll do it. Well, that's a female medical. I'm not gonna. But yeah, I just kind of like I hit him, but not that high. You said what? Yeah, I kind of gave him a baby tap. And he was like, I said, hit me. And then he slapped the mess out of me. Like, my face was red. And after that, I just zoned out. And I took my hand. I got hands the size of I'm short, but I got hands the size of an offensive lineman. I took all of my hand and all of my strength, and I just palmed him. I palmed his head like, boom. He fell back like he fell into. We had like a whiteboard up. He knocked over the whiteboard. He was like, "Now that's how you hit him." And he told me to hit him again. Like I hit him about 2-3 more times.
Wow.
Yeah, he had a concussion, but yeah. I mean, now I look back, I'm like, man, I could have killed. Like I really could have killed him because he was flying back like every time, man. That dude, crazy. Me and Coach Rick still joke about that too. Man.
One thing I'll usually do is split apart, but I know you've got another engagement here in just a few minutes.
Yeah.
Let's do story time. Tell us a story that really, right there in your heart, and you really enjoyed. Because you did the other one. The last one.
What was the last one I told?
When you was talking about Big Macs, and he said, "I was last story time."
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, when you first became a player, you actually it was you was wanting Mark Ritt and all of them. But tell us another one. I know you got plenty.
Yeah. So Coach Rick he was the king of surprises. So he would always do things to just really spark that energy and switch things up to build our morale. Especially we're going through training camp. We're tired. You know, we're starting to get lackadaisical. We're starting to fight each other. And so on certain days, he would take us to the Ramsey. Like he would make us think we're going out to practice, and then he would just say, "All right, guys, you know, throw your stuff down. We're going to the Ramsey," and everybody go crazy, get excited. And he would always, when we got to the Ramsey Swim Center or whatever, he would jump off the high board. Y'all probably seen it before, where he
plenty
just
of videos.
Fall backwards or whatever, and hit like a perfect. He would execute like a perfect backflip into the water, 30 meters. And so my dumb ass, about the third time we did that, I had some confidence because I had jumped off a couple times, and so I'm feeling good about myself. I'm like, okay, I'm an upperclassman now. I think I can pull this off. Like I'm gonna try this thing. I'm gonna try to do what Coach Rick does. Nah, it did not work out that way. So I get up there and I go backwards. I start falling and I do like about a half turn and then I land like just a belly flop 30 meters. I mean, everything was hurting. Everything. And I don't know how I survived it, but yeah, that's my story time for y'all. It was a fun experience up until that point.
Rennie,
yeah.
It's always been a pleasure.
Likewise, man. Likewise.
This is family here. He came out for our other family member, DeAngelo Tyson. This fundraiser was for him. We appreciate everybody at the Cavs came out. DeAngelo will stay here as long as he needs to, and you can stay as long as you want. But come on out here, guys. They're still here, and we need a lot of people come out and for the fundraiser. We really need to do what we can for these guys. We truly appreciate it. We appreciate you more than anything. You always motivate everybody and get everybody happy.
John Rapper said, if I can outbench Rennie, can I have that shirt?
He wanted one of them shirts, and we're sold out of them. Yeah, Rennie, one thing I will have to say for you, you told me a lot of people really don't do the Facebook thing. You told me to do YouTube, so I'm on YouTube thanks to this guy. He is a great motivational speaker, y'all. He motivated me to get on YouTube. I never done any of this stuff, so YouTube, I'm on Instagram, Twitter, and all that, and thanks to you. You said you got to market yourself, and you've helped me. I mean, I ain't paid the guy. He just like, I want to help you out, man. I love what you do here, and I want to help you out and get your business. And dude, you've made it grow.
Yeah, man.
You've made it grow, and I appreciate it. And you telling them young kids what it's like family. It made my day knowing that you feel like family does.
For sure.
And I appreciate everything. And I'm gonna go back here and I'm gonna do some stories with him.
All right. See you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah,
appreciate you.
Appreciate
no problem.
You.
All right. Who was your favorite sports hero?
My favorite sports hero, I don't really have one. I just have a lot of people who I kind of watched on TV. I didn't really enjoy playing football until my junior year of college. So it was almost, I was playing the sport just to get out of the situation I was in. But it grew on me, and it turned out that I was a pretty good player.
Oh, yeah, you are. That's for sure. What made football fun for you?
Football was fun for me because I ain't have to go home back to the boys' home, so I was able to stay after school and practice and hang out with the kids, and just being able to keep that throughout college and be able to make more friends through football. That was a pretty good experience for me because I didn't really grow up with a neighborhood full of kids, and so when I got to college and seeing all these people come into school and the recruits and being able to build some chemistry and camaraderie, that was pretty exciting for me.
Well, you were a great player, and we appreciate y'all coming out. Another thing, I asked Rennie the same thing. What's your favorite song getting ready for a game?
My favorite song, Young Jeezy, I put on for the city when he came out. I used to always listen to that before the game, so that was pretty much my go-to song.
What's your hobbies outside of sports?
Hobbies? I play video games.
Good, that's awesome.
I like to play Madden. I always see myself saying that I could be a GM, so I always play the franchise mode on Madden and call myself building my own team.
Well, I'm just waiting for Rennie over to ask you what your handle is when you play against you. Okay, what was your favorite memories in college football?
My favorite memory in college football, the year that we beat Florida. We lost to Florida 3 years in a row. Thought we was going to lose that game again, but Richard Samuel ran that touchdown in, and we held them up. The defense held the offense out the field, and so we was ended up beating Florida that year. So that was pretty exciting for me my senior year.
Yeah, y'all took and basically took that nail in the coffin that they always tried to do to y'all. And Sean Bailey told that story. It was pretty good. Sean, Sean don't talk to nobody. I was shocked we even got him to talk that day. But yeah, man, y'all need to come out. DeAngelo Tyson, I don't know how much longer he's going to be here, but you do have a GoFundMe page if people can't. Would you care to tell that GoFundMe page?
Yes, I don't have a website, but I do have a GoFundMe page that people can donate to if they feel in their spirit that they can help us. I just want to thank J&W Sports Apparel for wanting to be able to support my family in these times, and I'm just grateful for Dog Nation being behind me and supporting on the GoFundMe page, and I just appreciate all the support that I've been receiving, and it's making me, it's humbling me a lot to know that a lot of people do care.
I want to tell you one thing, folks. Look how much a diehard this man is as a dog.
Yeah, somebody was commenting on his tattoo. They were liking his tattoo.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's a true dog right there. He carries the G around. We love you, your family.
And look at his cute little kids.
Yeah, and these kids. What's your name? Who? Dwayne. And your name?
Braden.
Braden. And
That's
your
my
name?
nephew's name.
And your
Oh, she's hiding.
Asher.
Asher. And your beautiful wife?
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's a whole family here. If you don't make it out here today, please go to the GoFundMe page.
We'll share it to our page.
We'll share it to our page. Here's another thing, folks. I went on the radio, and I've actually went everywhere. The GoFundMe is out there. You just got to go to the page and just help this family out. They need it. And he's a true bulldog. I mean, you saw the tattoo. And he's a true dog. Just go to the GoFundMe because